Voluntary response is where people are asked to respond via phone, email, or online. The problem with these is that only people who really care about the topic are likely to call or email. These surveys are not scientific, and the results from these surveys are not valid. Note, all studies involve volunteers. The difference between a voluntary response survey and a scientific study is that in a scientific study, the researcher asks individuals to be involved, while in a voluntary response survey, the individuals become involved on their own choosing. So another example here that many of you have probably seen are like restaurant comment cards. Okay. And even here on campus, the student opinionaires that are filled out at the end of the semester, they come to you in email, and not all students fill those out. So again, it's a voluntary response for those. So example number 1.4.1, bias in a study. So suppose a mathematics department at a community college would like to assess whether computer-based homework improves students' test scores. They use computer-based homework in one classroom with one teacher, and use traditional paper and pencil homework in a different classroom with a different teacher. The students using the computer-based homework had higher test scores. What is wrong with this experiment? So, since there were different teachers, you do not know if the better test scores are because of the teacher or the computer-based homework. Okay, a better design would be to have the same teacher teach both classes. Again, if we really want to know if the homework system or type of homework is what's causing the change, we need to try to control all other variables. And one of the biggest variables in a classroom is the teacher. So the control group would utilize traditional paper and pencil homework, and the treatment group would utilize a computer-based homework. Both classes would have the same teacher, and the students would be split between the two classes randomly. Now, that would be a bit hard to do as well because you guys get to choose the days and times that work for your schedule. So again, trying to do an experiment for this becomes a bit difficult. Okay, the only difference between the two groups should be the homework method. Of course, there's still variability between the students themselves, which is why the random assignment is important, but utilizing the same teacher will reduce any other confounding variables.